Hello everyone, this is Jerry, 29-year-old adult on the autism spectrum. It's come to my attention that Senator Chuck Schumer has introduced a bill in Congress that's been dubbed Avonte's law, which is named after a young autistic child who basically wandered off from school and died. Now, if passed, the bill would give grants to local law enforcement for tracking devices for special needs children. Now, as many parents and individuals in the autism spectrum know, wandering can be a serious problem, which unfortunately often results in tragedies like this. So I understand why Avonte's mother is pushing for this bill, but I don't believe this is the answer. Many individuals on the autism spectrum go through bullying, and I myself have been through it. And these sorts of devices would give yet another reason for someone to be singled out. I mean, what are they going to do? Microchip them? I certainly hope not. Now, devices, no matter how advanced, can also be hacked. Abductors, pedophiles, burglars, they all have motivation to hack into these things, and hacking into something like this is a lot easier than you think. Identity theft, computer viruses, malware programs are all on the rise, which creates another safety issue, which, if you ask me, defeats the whole supposed purpose of this bill. Now, and lastly, I try to make my autism videos as non-partisan as possible, but I have to say this. There's been a lot of abuses of power on the part of government when it comes to surveillance. It's public record that agencies like the NSA have been spying on the emails, phone calls, and other communications of American citizens without warrants or probable cause. It's only been recently revealed that the police have for the last 3 years used special radar devices that can see through walls. Drones are being used more and more, and not just overseas, and the police are being increasingly militarized and federalized, which is a violation of the Posse Comitatus Act. Americans critical to the government have been put on watch and do not fly lists, and there are many more examples. Now, I know some of you are going to say, but these devices are optional. And yes, they would be in the current bill's current form, but we have no guarantee it would stay that way. I mean, the Supreme Court recently ruling that government can force people to take vaccines, the passage of Obamacare, which forces Americans to buy insurance from the same companies that have been ripping us off for years, and other abuses of our personal liberties. Why should I, as an American citizen, believe that they'll not later use the same precedent set by something like this to create yet another unconstitutional mandate? If you look to history, the more power you give a government, the more they will abuse said authority. Now, these concerns don't mean that I don't believe nothing should be done. A local version of the bill passed the New York City Council last year, and that version had schools put special alarms on the doors to let them know when students wander off like Avonte did. Now, if the version introduced to Congress was more like that, I would probably support it, but until the version introduced to Congress is changed in a rather meaningful way, my opposition still stands.